Hello students, welcome back to Easy Lessons. In this video, we will be discussing about array deletion. So what is array deletion? We know that deletion is a process of removing unwanted items from an array. So in the array, we can delete an element in different ways. As we have already told in the case of insertion, the deletion can also be done in three different ways, that is deletion from the beginning, deletion from the end and deletion from a particular position. So that is, if we want to delete an element from the first position, it is possible, or if you want to delete an element from the last position or from any desired location, deletion is possible. Okay, so let us move on to the deletion from the end. It is the simplest deletion, so we are concentrating on deletion from the end initially. So consider an array having 5 elements. Here you can see an array having 5 elements with elements 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. And if we are deleting an element from the end, the 50 will be removed and the remaining array will be 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, for that, as the arrays are declared using static methods, we know that there is no method to release the unwanted memory in static memory allocation. So here we cannot remove the element from the memory. We can just imagine or just assume that that particular number is not in the array from that particular point onwards. So for removing the last element from the array, we are just imagining or just assuming that the total number of numbers which was n till that particular time, and from that time we are decrementing the total number of elements to n equal to n minus 1. So as we decrement the number of elements from n to n minus 1, we will not see the last element from that point of time onwards. Okay, so it is a simple procedure. We are just assuming that we are having only 4 elements. Actually the element contains 5 elements, but if we does not require the last element, we assume that the number of element is 4 only. So that is the algorithm. Let us look. The algorithm starts here, and in step 2 what we have done is we have decremented the number of elements by 1, that is set n equal to n minus 1. So the number of elements get decreased by 1, and when we print the array we will see only the first n minus 1, means first 4 numbers. In this example we will see only first 4 numbers. Okay, that's all about deletion from last position or deletion from end. And what about deletion from the beginning? For deleting an element from the beginning, what we have to do is that all the rest of the bottom elements are shifted upwards one step. So in this example, when we are considering an array having 5 elements, the second element is being moved up onto the first position so that the first element gets cleared off. Okay, so 20 gets onto the position of 10, 30 gets onto the position of 20, 40 will be shifted to 30th place and 50 will be shifted to 40th place. So our array becomes 20, 30, 40 and 50. And the last position which was having the number 50 remains there, but even then we are after shifting what we will do is that we will decrement the number of numbers by 1. As the numbers are shifted one step upwards, we know that the number of elements get decremented. So we assume that from that point of time number of numbers is 1 less. Okay, so here what we have to do is that set I equal to 0. Why we have initialized I equal to 0? Because we have to shift the element at the second position, that is index 1 to position 0. So the shifting is to be done to the 0th position. So the initial value of I is set as 0, and we have set a loop like repeat while I less than n minus 1, where n is the number of numbers, n is equal to 5 minus 1. So n minus 1 is 4. Value of I is 0. 0 less than 4. Condition is true. So a of I equal to a of I plus 1. That is a of 0 equal to a of 1. That means first number, that means a of 1 is shifted to 0th position. Okay. And then what happens? I gets incremented to 1. And again the condition is evaluated as 1 less than 4. Condition is true. Again a of 1 equal to a of 2. So the second element is shifted to the first position. And then again I increments to 3, means 2. 2 less than 4. Condition is true. A of 2 equal to a of 3. So to the second index, third element will be shifted. And then I gets incremented to 3. 3 less than 4. Condition is true. A of 3 equal to a of 4. So the last element gets shifted upwards to the third position, third index. And again I gets incremented to 4. 4 less than 4. Condition is false. So the loop will not be continued anymore. And the program control will be taken to the step 8. Sorry, this step return is not here. Step 7. And then what happens? N gets decremented. So the number of n was 5. Number of elements was 5. After shifting, we are decrementing number to 4. So that the number of elements will be considered as 4. So, and after decrementing the number of elements, we have to print the array. So we will see only 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay, so only up to third index it will be printed. When the array is printed after decrementing, n equal to 4, 0 to 3 will be printed. So 20, 30, 40 and 50 will be printed. So that is about deleting an element from the beginning. That is, the only thing we have to do is that all the elements are shifted one step upwards from the second element onwards. That is, second element is shifted to first, third element is shifted to second, and so on. So the first element gets removed from the array. Hope you understood the concept. And next we will move on to deletion from a particular position. Here we have to read the position from the user. So here you can see that we have to get the data like array having n numbers, and we have to read the position from the user. And then what we have to do is that instead of setting I equal to 0, in a deletion from beginning we have set I equal to 0 because all the elements from the second position, that means first index, should be shifted upwards to the first position. Here the shifting has to be done according to the position. So suppose the position given by the user is 3. As the position is mentioned as 3, the index will be 2. That is why I is initialized as position minus 1. If the user has mentioned the position as 3, position minus 2, that is 2 will be the index of third position. So the value 2 is initialized to I. And what happens? The elements will be shifted accordingly. So suppose the user has mentioned the position as 2. He have to delete the element from 2. What happens? Let us look what happens. Okay. Here what happens? I equal to position minus 1. Suppose position is equal to 2. Position minus 1 means 1. Shifting is going to be started from position 1. Repeat while 1 less than 4. Condition is true. A of 1 equal to A of 2. So A of 2 will be shifted to A of 1. Okay. So no change will be there for the element 10. To the second position only the third element gets shifted. So 30 gets shifted to this element. And then I gets incremented to 2. 2 less than 4. Condition is true. A of 2 equal to A of 3. That is, to the second index, A of 3 will be shifted. and then I gets incremented to 3. 3 less than 4, condition is true. A of 3 equal to A of 4. So to the third position, fourth element will be get shifted. And then I gets incremented to 4. 4 less than 4, condition is false. The loops gets exited, and then we are decrementing the number of elements by 1. So the number of elements becomes 4, and when we print the array we can see only 10, 30, 40 and 50. So look, the second element 20 is being deleted from the array. Okay, so that is all about the deletion from a particular position. Now let us look on to the programs. So first of all, let us look on to the program for deleting an element from the beginning. Here, what we have done, we have declared an array of 10 size, and then some of the variables have been declared, and after that a limit of the array is being read from the user, and we know that how to read the array we have already discussed so many times. So using for loops we are reading the array elements, and then after we are just printing the array. And then what we have done according to the algorithm, from 0th position we are shifting one element upwards up to n minus 1. So the shifting will be performed from 0 to n minus 1 when the value of n is 5. 5 minus 1, that is 4, less than 4 means up to 3. 0 to 3 the shifting will be done, and each element will be shifted upwards, and after the shifting the number of elements is being decremented to 1, and then the array is being printed after deletion. So let us execute the program. Here the number of elements is given as 5, and I have given the elements like 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, and the array is printed 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. The array after deletion, you can see that the first element is deleted from the array. So that is all about deletion from beginning. And what is to be done when we want to delete an element from the end? It's a simple deletion, we have already told. Here also the limit is read, and then the array is read, and then the array is being printed, and simply we are decrementing the number of elements by 1. Now no shifting or anything like that, just decrementing the number of elements, and we are printing the array after that. Let us look what happens while executing the program. Number of elements is given as 5, and I have given the elements 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, and the element is printed before the deletion with 5 elements, and after the deletion you can see the last element is being deleted from the array. So that is about deleting an element from the end of the array. And next we are going to look how to delete an element from a particular position. Here, as in the previous case, the limit of the array is being read, and then the array is printed, and then an additional thing is to be done, that is a position is to be read from the user, from which position we have to do the deletion. After reading the position, we are shifting the elements to that particular position. If position is, always remember that if the position is 3, the index will be 2. For that, I equal to position minus 1. Position is decremented to get the actual index. Okay, so if I have given the position 3, position minus 1 is 2. So I is initialized to 2 because the third element at the index 3 is going to be shifted to element at the index 2. From there 2 to less than n minus 1, that is up to, if we are having 5 elements, and if the user want to delete the second element, the deletion shifting process starts from first index to 3. The process will repeat up to index 3. So let us look. And after shifting, the number of elements is decremented, and then the array is being printed. So number of elements is given as 5 itself, and I have given 5 numbers like this. and the array is printed 12, 223, 34, 45 and 56. Enter the position to be deleted. I am going to delete the second number, so I am giving position as 2. So you can see that 12, after 12, 223 is being deleted and 34, 45 and 56 is printed correctly. So that is all about deletion from the array. We have already discussed all the 3 types and hope you understood the video, the class, and if you have any doubts or suggestions, you can put it in the chat box. So thank you for watching the video. Thank you once again. Please like, share and subscribe the video. Okay, bye.